Alright guys, welcome back. In this video I want to talk a little bit about being prepared. Now recently we had an ice storm in our area and that left me and my wife without power for about 4 days. And that got me thinking about things that you might get together to get you through that time. Now I'm not talking about like a month-long power outage. I'm just talking about temporary 2, 3, maybe 4 days without power. These are just a few things you may need to prepare for that temporary power outage. Now of course I'm definitely going to recommend that you try to reach a higher level of preparedness. Ideally when you reach a certain level you really want to be able to sustain yourself for a week, a month, maybe even longer. Now for a power outage, obviously what you'd really like to have is a generator, or even better a solar generator. Now let's dig in here and see what I got for you guys. The first thing I'm going to recommend is a good propane heater like this Mr. Heater right here. I love this thing. I've had it for a little while now and it comes in handy a lot. Now if your power's out, obviously your air conditioning runs on electricity, so you're not going to be able to heat or cool your house. And especially in a situation like we had with an ice storm, it's really cold outside, you're going to need a way to get some heat. Next thing I want you to think about is a good propane stove like this Coleman here. You want to get something that's pretty good quality. The first one I bought was the Ozark Trail, which is very similar to this one, but the quality is not near as this Coleman. And if your power's out, most of the things you have in the kitchen that you use to cook every day aren't going to work for you. So it's nice to have a good propane option like this here. Now both of these items are going to run on these little 1-pound Coleman propane tanks, so it's good to stock up on those. At least make sure you got enough to get you through a few days. Next thing is your food and water. Now since you're potentially going to have to cook on this propane stove, you want to get foods that are really easy to prepare, like canned foods or instant mashed potatoes that only need water to prepare. And another thing is your refrigerator's not going to be working. So if you got those nice thick ribeye steaks in your refrigerator that you were planning on cooking next week, if you don't go ahead and do something about that, they're going to go bad. So go get you a bag of charcoal, another good option to cook the food that you have without having to use electricity. Make sure you have plenty of drinking water to get you through a few days. The other thing you want to think about is filling up your bathtub with water, maybe the sink, maybe a couple buckets. That way you'll have water to bathe with. Fill the back of your toilet so you can keep that flushed. And another really good option to store drinking water in your bathtub is a water bob. I'll roll in a picture of one of those for you. That's a really cool item that you might want to think about having. And if your power's out, you're not going to have any light, so you want to make sure you have plenty of flashlights around the house. If you don't have any, you can go pick up some like these. These are just the $1 flashlights at Walmart, and they're actually pretty decent flashlights for the money. Going right along with the flashlights, you want to make sure you have a couple good lanterns. Keep a whole room lit up. You know, that way you keep your morale up around the house. Play some card games with the family. Maybe even tell a few ghost stories. But you definitely can't overlook the need to have a good light source. You want to make sure you have plenty of batteries. These are just a couple of bulk boxes that I got from Lowe's, AA and AAA. The next thing you're going to need is a radio. You want to be informed about what's going on, keep up with the weather, make sure you know what's going on around you. And so you don't have to use up all your batteries, you also want to make sure you have plenty of candles around the house. If you don't have many, you can go get these little tea light candles. You can get 100 of them for like $5. And that's definitely not a problem at my house, because my wife has an intense candle addiction. They're everywhere, all over my house. It's crazy. I'll try to show you guys a picture of them. I'm sure there's at least 50 laying around the house. And that's pretty much it, guys. There are a few more things I think you should do if you know that a power outage may be coming, if you know there's an ice storm coming your way. You definitely want to go ahead and make sure your phone's charged, make sure your computer's charged, make sure all your vehicles are full of gas. I'd also like to have a cooler full of ice to keep the food from the refrigerator cold. Like I said earlier in the video, it's nice to already be at a higher level of preparedness, because these kind of things can catch you off guard. You never know when your power might go out. And you don't want to be that guy last minute trying to brave the icy roads or fight through those crowds at Walmart. So go ahead and stock up on some of these things, keep them around the house, that way you'll always be prepared for when it happens. But like I said, this is just a few things I thought you might want to think about. I'm sure you're going to have a whole lot of other suggestions. So please put them in the comments below and let's get a good discussion going. Thank y'all for watching, and we'll see you later. Holy crap. Are y'all seeing this? I mean, this is a serious addiction. This is crazy. We live in a 3-room house. There was at least 10 of these in each room. This is intense. Now, I'm going to take credit for those. I bought the ones with the antlers. But, I mean, look. These don't even have wicks. How the heck does that work? Oh, God. I love my wife.